Tanzania's Serengeti Plains, home to a family of cheetahs. A jackal is more of a nuisance than a threat to the cubs. But these cubs are in real danger. Lions kill cheetah cubs. Nearly 75% are killed in their first few months of life. Survival is a battle against overwhelming odds for cheetahs in the land of lions. Cheetah mothers raise their cubs alone. Today, cheetahs are in danger of extinction. The biggest threat is habitat loss. But in some regions, lions are killing a lot of cheetahs. A mother cheetah's most important decision is where to hide her young. If she finds herself in the territory of lions, the odds of her cubs surviving are very, very slim. This mother must stay hidden. Unfortunately, her den is near a pride of lions, and she must be very careful not to give away the location. Every day or two, she has to leave her cubs to hunt. The mother is called Duma, Swahili for cheetah. The male cub is Tabu for trouble, and the female is Tamu for sweetness. This is the most vulnerable time for this brother and sister. When Duma leaves, her cub's only defense is to tunnel into the vegetation and hide. To produce milk for her new family, Duma must eat almost twice as much as when she was on her own. Lions will kill adult cheetahs, but they can only catch them if they have the element of surprise. Duma keeps her eye on the pride and keeps out of their way. Nursing mothers try for the biggest quarry they can kill, fully grown Thompson's gazelles, called Tommies. Cheetahs can run faster than any other animal, but only for a very short time. Chases rarely last longer than a minute. Exhausted, Duma has to let this one go. Cheetahs have to expend an incredible amount of energy to chase prey at 70 miles an hour. It will take her 20 minutes just to catch her breath. A newborn fawn should be easier to catch. Success at last. But another hunter's been watching and waiting. A slender cheetah is built for speed, not strength. Duma stands no chance against the powerful jaws and muscles of this mugger. Hyenas steal about 1 in 10 cheetah kills. Duma must eat soon to keep up her milk supply. When all else fails, a hare will have to do. Back at the marsh, Tamu and Tabu are waiting. A hyena has wandered near the den in search of a drink. It will kill the cubs if it finds them. As long as they stay hidden, they're safe. Duma calls to bring the cubs out of hiding, and they won't come out until they recognize her voice. Later, it's time for exploring. They soon discover they have a noisy neighbor. The spur fowl has seen something approaching, and the cubs are curious. It's another cheetah. She's moving her cubs to a new den, perhaps to make it harder for predators to find them. But it's a dangerous maneuver. If she's seen in the open, she could lead lions right to her family. Tabu and Tamu have seen the intruder. This is her 4th cub. She seems tired. Duma has spotted her. They're now close neighbors, too close for comfort. Duma has made her point, but the intruder won't leave. It's very rare for females to establish dens so close together. Though it's unlikely they would harm each other's cubs, two mothers coming and going doubles the risk of discovery. Duma leaves the marsh to rest in the shade, but the intruder stays behind. The intruder's cubs are only a week old and haven't opened their eyes yet. They are totally helpless. The apparent peace of the marsh is about to be shattered. The intruding mother shows herself. It's a mistake. Her appearance tells the lioness that there may be a litter of cubs nearby. She tries to draw the killer away. She's torn between submission and aggression, fear and despair. Unable to distract the lions, the mother's only option is to retreat. Death comes quickly. No one knows why lions kill cheetahs. They rarely eat them. Perhaps they're seen as competition for food or den sites. After the lions have left, the mother returns, hoping some of her cubs have escaped. She finds one dead cub. Then she sees the others. They have all been killed. Through the violent storm, she stays by her dead cub. Finally, she abandons it to the rain and the scavengers. Duma now returns to the marsh. She catches the smell of lions and death. Have her cubs been killed as well? A sneeze tells her they're safe. Tamu and Tabu have remained hidden during the attack. The lions were unaware that there were 2 litters in the marsh. With only a 5% chance of survival in this land of lions, they were very lucky indeed. Tabu and Tamu have no idea how close they just came to death. To them, the world is just a place full of wonderful surprises. A crowned crane. She's feeding her young by flushing out insects with her feet. After 8 weeks in hiding, the cubs are now strong enough to follow their mother away from the den. As Duma leads them into the open for the very first time, she's extremely cautious. The cubs are enjoying their freedom. Together, they are 10 pounds of curiosity. But their world is a very dangerous one, so Duma quickly leads them into cover. Now Duma can take her family with her as she searches for prey. They'll stay in temporary dens along the way. The family rests in the tall grass. Here they have new neighbors. A rare and beautiful caracal appears. She has a kitten of her own. Unlike cheetahs, caracals prefer bush country, and they're mainly nocturnal, so the 2 species seldom encounter each other. Neither mother is alarmed as long as the families keep their distance. Now that her cubs are out in the open, Duma is constantly on the lookout. She leaves them in the grass while she stalks the gazelles. The cubs still rely on milk, but now they will also eat meat. This is their first sight of a kill, and it will be their first taste of blood. Lions are creatures of the night. Soon, under cover of darkness, they will go hunting. Duma and her family need to find a place to sleep, far away from marauding lions. Duma has managed to keep her cubs safe. They're now 4 months old and fully weaned. They're living entirely on meat, so Duma has to catch enough for 3. Now, wherever she goes, the cubs go with her. She doesn't leave them in hiding any longer. Tamu and Tabu follow their mother as she begins to hunt. Adult wildebeest are too big for a cheetah, and their noisy snorting alerts the cat's favorite prey, Tommies. The antics of the cubs don't help her either. Duma spots her target in the distance. The cubs run to join in the feast. But the family won't be left to eat in peace. A golden jackal is anxious for leftovers. But he's picked the wrong mother to annoy. For the cheetahs, every scrap of meat is precious, just as it is for the jackal. She has her own young to feed. Suddenly, they notice a cheetah in the distance. She's behaving strangely, and this is why. Duma and her cubs retreat from the scene. This mother has hidden her cubs among the rocks. But again, the lions find the hiding place. There's little the mother can do. Her only chance against a lion is to try to distract it, even if it means putting her own life in danger. Another litter of cubs is lost in the land of lions. The rainy season is now well underway. It can last for half the year. Young cubs sometimes drown in flooded dens, but Duma's family suffers only a good soaking. The most dangerous part of Tabu and Tamu's lives is now behind them, but they still have much to learn, like how to stalk and kill for food. Helmeted guinea fowl give Tamu a chance to practice stalking. But Tabu seems more concerned about which tail to chase. Brother and sister are growing rapidly, thanks to their mother's hunting skill. And Duma's youngsters don't make it easy for her. Even at 8 months old, they still treat life as a game. Their lack of discipline often spoils the chase. But they are learning, slowly. They've spotted a fawn hiding in the grass. The mother gazelle tries to distract them, but without success. Chasing a moving target seems to be instinctive to all predators, but when their quarry remains still, the youngsters don't know what to do. Sooner or later, they will have to learn to kill for themselves. Experience is essential, and Duma allows her family to practice without interference. They try to make the fawn run. Tamu tries a clumsy bite to the throat. Their difficulties have not gone unnoticed. Duma takes charge and grabs the fawn. Tabu gives the hyena a big surprise. Fearlessly, the cubs chase away the startled hyena. Vultures now arrive at the scene. The youngsters do their best to drive them off. But there are more vultures than the cheetahs can handle, and they abandon their kill. Tabu and Tamu relax in the warm sun, then realize that Duma has disappeared. She's back on the job again. She has to stalk as close as possible, or she'll tire out before catching up with her prey. The Tommy tries a quick change of direction, but Duma doesn't miss a beat. She knocks its feet out from under it, straddles it to avoid the sharp horns, and deftly applies the throat bite. Death comes from suffocation. Tabu and Tamu have finally learned to stay out of the way. This pleasant afternoon meal is about to be interrupted. The youngsters scatter, but Duma holds her ground, perhaps to distract attention from her cubs. In the end, Duma surrenders her kill. These ill-gotten gains are soon the envy of the pride. Where food is concerned, male lions are anything but gallant. Another lion is determined to claim a share. There's little the lioness can do. Stalemate. The cubs may have lost a meal, but that doesn't seem to concern them. At this age, they always find time for a game. For the cheetah family, this is a time of change. The rains have ended, and the gazelles have moved off to find grazing and water. The cheetahs must follow their prey. The family leaves the plains for the bush country. Here, a few pools of water remain, sheltered from the burning sun. Tabu and Tamu are now nearly a year old. They're losing their fluffy manes, and their muscles are filling out. But they're still full of the joys of youth. Another 6 months has passed. The rains have come again, and the plains are green once more. The youngsters are now more independent, but remain close to their mother's side. They still have a lot to learn from her, especially the art of stalking without cover. A family of warthogs tempts the young cheetahs. Perhaps a piglet would be an easy catch. But the inexperienced cubs are in for a shock. Adult warthogs with young are better left alone. Armed with razor-sharp tusks, they have no fear of cheetahs. While Tabu and Tamu were distracted by their fruitless hunt, Duma left. She's cared for them for a year and a half. Now it's time for her youngsters to be on their own. They called to her. Until now, she'd returned to them. But this time, she's nowhere to be found. They find a vantage point to search for her. They call and call, in vain. For a moment, Tabu's distracted from his loss. But he decides not to tackle this strange creature. As the weeks pass, the youngsters struggle to survive without their mother. At this stage, many young cheetahs die of sickness or starvation. Tamu is ill. She's hardly moved in 3 days. Tabu stays by her side. Finally, on the 4th day, she staggers to her feet and heads out to find something to eat. Thin and weak, she looks for an easy catch, something small or young. Tabu joins her. He sees something moving in the grass. The hare waits for the perfect moment. It was a great escape, but now Tamu joins in the chase. Finally, she manages to catch it. Tamu needs this food badly. Her brother wants a share, but he lets Tamu keep it for herself. To show he's not aggressive, he turns away. Eventually, brother and sister will go their separate ways, but over the next few months, they will hunt together. Until they part, they'll hone their skills and share their kills, however reluctantly. After the meal, each one checks to see if the other has left any scraps. Despite their rivalry, the bond between them remains strong. They're now old enough to take care of themselves. The main reason they stay together is for protection. They're more likely to spot danger in this land of lions. All seems peaceful now. But these curious youngsters won't let it stay that way for long. They seem fascinated by the larger cats. But it's a dangerous fascination, and it could prove fatal. They start to taunt the lions. They are bold to the point of foolishness. With the cheetahs sitting apart, the lioness doesn't know which one to attack. Tired and hot, the lioness finally gives up. This time, the youngsters have won their game, but the lions will be back. For whatever reason, they won't stop trying to rid their territory of cheetahs. Suddenly, Tabu and Tamu hear a familiar sound. It's Duma, their mother. But she has a new litter of cubs. They come tumbling to greet her from their den among the rocks. For Duma, the battle's beginning all over again. The chances of her new cubs surviving to adulthood are only 1 in 20. But Tabu and Tamu have overcome sickness, starvation, and big cats out to kill them. They have beaten the odds in this land of lions.